Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How you doing, everybody? How are you? What's going on, everybody? It is ChubbyRay Comics Live coming at you on a Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon. I love it. I'm here. We are talking comics, so everything is going to be okay, right? Let's keep our fingers crossed. I love it, everybody. What's going on? Today's subject, for those wondering, what are we going to talk about today? Well, let me give you today's subject. All right, here's the subject. Here's today's subject. Pick one uncollected Batman run for an omnibus that you know will sell out. I want you guys to pick out the one uncollected Batman run that we have not seen yet that you know will sell out. That's what we're doing today. That's the subject to get us going. You know, I like to start with subjects and to talk about it and have a full-on discussion. This is the subject today. What is that Batman run? Is it Contagion Legacy? Is it the new Gotham run by Rucka and Brubaker? Is it more Bronze Age stuff? Is it the right after Crisis? Is it that stuff? Is it? There are a bunch of Batman runs that aren't collected. I'd like to know what you guys think. Is the one run that, the other thing is it's got to sell out. You've got to be sure that this run is going to sell out. You know what I mean? It's got to be sure that this is a run that everybody will buy. I want you guys to let me know what is that uncollected run that you think should be an omnibus and that you know is going to sell out for sure. Let me know. All right? Let me know. Appeal the Wolf says, Absolute Batman, when it gets an omnibus, will sell out guaranteed. Yeah, but does it have enough? Does it have enough for an omnibus? It doesn't yet. It's only had 20. How many issues? 22? 22 issues is not an omnibus. That's not enough. That's not enough for an omnibus. By the way, Logan says he wants that new Gotham run. Yeah, that new Gotham run. The new Gotham run by Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker that's really exceptional, guys. If you haven't read that, that is very, very good. I highly recommend that run. The coloring in the book's a little weird, but I do recommend that run. It is great. Let me know. There's a lot of great Brubaker stuff. A lot of great Brubaker stuff that isn't collected. There's some Rucka stuff that's not collected. I want everybody to give me those runs. Now, I think I've said this before, the road to no man's land. I think that is just a book that's waiting to sell out. That would have Contagion and Legacy and all the stuff from Legacy to Road to No Man's Land. It would have all that collected. Man, that's a great run. I think that would be a great run. But I want to know, what do you guys think? What is a Batman run that is uncollected that you are guaranteeing it will sell out? I want to know. Bad Nessa says, Death and Life of Jason Todd. Omnibus that combines Death in the Family and Under the Red Hood. Oh, that's not bad. What about Urban Legends? Is it all collected? No, the first half is collected. Urban Legends Volume 2 will come out next year, I think. That's what I think. There's too much between Nightfall and No Man's Land to collect in one omnibus. Well, they could do Nightfall Aftermath. You can do Nightfall Aftermath, and then the next one would be Road to No Man's Land. You know what I mean? They could pull that off. They could definitely pull that off. Matt says He would make a Batman Legends of the Dark Knight omnibus, Volume 1, especially the O'Neill and Mensch stuff. Yeah, I think a Legends of the Dark Knight, because the first volume of that would have Prey, Venom, Shaman. I'm trying to think what else some of those early stories. I got singles back then, and those early stories were really something. They were, I mean, those were phenomenal. If we ever get that Contagion Legacy omnibus, it'll probably commit to just getting all of Batman from at least post-Crisis on. I think, I'll tell you what, that from Nightfall to No Man's Land, there's a gap. They need to get us omnibuses. That way when we collect, if you start with Nightfall, you can basically go Nightfall to No Man's Land straight through, and then we need to get some new Gotham stuff. But you got No Man's Land to Bruce Wayne, Murderer turned Fugitive, and then Murderer turned Fugitive into War Games. So they need to fill those gaps between omnibuses. You need to fill the gaps between a Nightfall and No Man's Land, and then you need No Man's Land to Murderer turned Fugitive, and then Murderer turned Fugitive to War Games. You know what I mean? They need to fill those holes. That's what I think. That's what I think they got to do. They got to start filling some holes. But the Contagions, I'm telling you, Contagion Legacy and everything leading up into everything that leads up to No Man's Land from Nightfall, and then everything that goes from No Man's Land to Murderer turned Fugitive. Wes says Hush is in between Murderer turned Fugitives and War Games. Yeah, that's where I got mine. I've got Hush and Paul Dini. Well, Paul Dini was the detective run when Grant Morrison was doing the Batman run. Paul Dini did detective, so that's why I got mine set. Yeah, we definitely need more Road to omnibuses. Absolutely, come on. I love it. We need all kinds of great omnibuses. Can you guys tell my throat is still sore from my surgery? They had to put a tube in, and the tube strained my vocal cords. Logan says, who are some of the creators? Oh, Chuck Dixon was the main one. But you also had let's see, hold on, let me grab them. I'll be able to tell you. I'll be able to tell you who is Legacy and Contagion as soon as I grab them. Here is Contagion. Contagion is mostly, and Contagion was Batman, Shadow of the Bat, Detective, Alan Grant. It was Alan Grant. It was Chuck Dixon. Chuck Dixon was writing Batman. Let me see who was doing Detective back then. Hold on. Dixon was doing Catwoman. Wow, there were great issues of Catwoman back then. Azrael was by Dennis O'Neil. All of these issues are in here. Doug Mensch was also doing Batman. Oh, man. So you got Alan Grant, Dixon, Mensch. Oh, great creators during this run. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. These are some great books, man. Contagion is very good. Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis was doing the Batman Chronicles. Oh my God. What a great group of creators. Holy crap. This is such amazing stuff. Christopher Priest. Christopher Priest was doing Huntress. Oh my God. How is this not an omnibus? By the way, Catwoman. There's a Catwoman story in Legacy that is so amazing. She's trapped in water. Oh my God. It is insane. It's got to be collected. It's got to be. Robin. This got Robin issues. Chuck Dixon was the writer of Robin. Oh, these are great creators. Great creators. We need this. We need this omnibus. This has got to be coming out, right? This stuff has got to be coming out on omnibus. There's Batman and Deadman. Oh, the only thing was weird is Kelly Jones had some art. Well, I wasn't a fan of Kelly Jones. Was not a fan of his art, but oh well. But it was all written by Doug Mensch, which was great. And then we had and then Batman Shadow the Bat once again was Alan Grant. So we had great creators. Now, let me look at Legacy. I'll tell you what was in Legacy. I think Legacy is mostly Chuck Dixon. It's Chuck Dixon, Doug Mensch, and Alan Grant. Those were the writers of Legacy. And there's a bunch of it in the water. And the water stuff's crazy. Yeah, here we go. Check out the water stuff. Oh my God. That's all during Legacy. Oh, it's just crazy. And then here's Catwoman in the water. I actually remember back getting singles of this and how awesome the Catwoman stories were of her in the water. That's how much it stuck with me. You know, there's some amazing stories. Contagion Legacy. It's got to be Contagion Legacy, right? It's got to be. I mean, no doubt about it. Can we agree? Oh my God. This is some great stuff. By the way, Dieth says, Ray, what do you think of my first omnibus order? JSA Omnibus Volume 1. Okay, good. Jeff Johns, love it. Green Lantern Omnibus Volume 1. That's a great first omnibus order is Green Lantern Volume 1. And Devil in Cell Block D Epic Collection. I applaud. I applaud that. That's a good order. That's a good order. You get two great starter omnibuses in Green Lantern and JSA, and then you get a great Daredevil book. Ed Brubaker's Devil in Cell Block D is fantastic. I love that, and that's Michael Lark art. Michael Lark art and Ed Brubaker story. Oh my God, that's great stuff. Wes says that 90s Batman was his favorite Batman era. Batnessa says, what would the pre-No Man's Land with Legacy and Contagion be called since there's already a Road to No Man's Land omnibus? The Road, that's what I always call it. I have called the last 2 years I've been talking about it, and I have always called it the Road to No Man's Land, but I'm sure they would call it Contagion, some kind of the Batman Contagion Legacy omnibus or something, and it would be everything around it. It really is. I mean, that was when Batman Batman was this, they broke his back. He was no longer Batman. All that stuff happened. And they were just like, okay, let's come up with weird things we can put Batman through. And this was that era. They broke his back. All right. And then they decided, then they're like, well, let's give an illness where everybody starts dying. And then they're like, oh, let's give an earthquake. And I mean, the writers just kept trying to top themselves. That's what was going on. That was the era of what was happening. It was really something. I mean, it was a great comic book era. It was just superb. It was a superb era for comic book readers. I loved it. It was one of my favorite. The 90s, some of my favorite eras for. I loved it. I would get Batman every week. I'd get a Batman. I'd get a Superman. I'd get a Spider-Man. Are you kidding me? It was great. I loved it. Patrick says, I would pre-order Contagion Legacy day one. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Batman Chronicles, a series you need to collect. Yeah, Batman Chronicles, the Garth Ennis stuff, but it would be collected. It's in Contagion. So Batman Chronicles was in Contagion. So let's get it done. Come on, DC. Give me that Contagion Legacy Omnibus. It'll sell out. There's no doubt that it would sell out. Logan says, I sold him with Priest. Yeah. Christopher Priest was writing Huntress. Oh, my God. It's so good. Or, yeah, he was Christopher Priest. He wasn't Jim Owsley then. He was Christopher Priest. I love it. Everything I read by Mensch on Moon Knight and Batman are awesome. Yeah, Doug Mensch was a great writer. Great writer. By the way, hats off to Matt becoming a YouTube member. I love it. Matt, let's get you put in the hopper. So when we do a drawing, you're eligible to win, man. Let's get you in there. Hold on, guys. We gotta get Matt in the hopper. So he could be eligible for tonight. Also, if you haven't seen, go to ChubbyRayComics.com. ChubbyRayComics.com and comment on the Red Coat post because we're doing a Thunderdome tonight. We're doing a Thunderdome where we're going to put people in the Thunderdome to win the Red Coat Deluxe Edition. All right. We've only got 12 people in so far. Only 12 people going in the Thunderdome. We want to make sure to get more. So we're doing a Thunderdome tonight to get you there. All right. Let me see here. 90s Batman is the suffering builds character era of Batman. Absolutely. Patrick says, I love being here with everyone. Oh, thank you, Patrick. We love having you here. Thunder says, I'm a little late. We know, Thunder. That's all right. We excuse you. It's a crime how much Batman hasn't been collected, especially 70s and 90s era. I know, and we need more Batman collected. I think 27 is going to be a huge Batman year. I really do. I think, here's my prediction. Warner Brothers sold DC Comics. They sold it. So they know that they only get the profit from it for so long. You know what I mean? They're only going to get the profit from it for so long. And they know that. So I think 27 is going to be jam-packed with Batman collected editions. I really do. I think it's going to be jam-packed. And then it'll be up to Paramount to put it out. But I know that Warner Brothers wants to get it out, and they know people will buy it. So that's what I think is going to happen. AC says he just finished Bronze Age Justice League last night. Definitely one of the favorite Omnis on the shelf. The stuff with the JSA, Solomon Grundy, Felix Voss, Dr. Fate, Sandman. So much awesomeness. And isn't that new paper great? I'm selling my, I had volume 1 original version, but now I'm selling it. Because I do like the version with the new paper. It's just great. Love it. Tom says, hey, everybody, just woke up, making something to eat. I'm late. He's sorry he's late. He'll be on his laptop in a bit, and he can put up some links. Thank you, Tom. Well, Tom, don't mind me. I'm just getting frickin' surgery and still doing the show. But I'm glad you got to sleep. Don says, I'm looking better every day. Thank you, Don. Appreciate it, buddy. Just became a channel member. Awesome. Awesome. Love it. You guys who are channel members, you're Appeal the Wolf. You're a channel member too. Awesome. Let me get you put in. If you're a channel member, not only will you get videos early, but you also get put into drawings. You get put into drawings with several pulls a show. All right, let's get Appeal the Wolf in there. All right. We got you in, brother. There you go. Bad Nessa says she'd also like to see a Cassandra Cain omnibus. The early No Man's Land Batgirl. There's also the new run of Cassandra Batgirl. I ordered volume 3 trade paper. I got to tell you, No Man's Land, when she becomes Batgirl in No Man's Land, it's freaking awesome. It is really, really cool. Guys wants to know, what is the Thunderdome? Oh, Thunderdome's coming. Thunderdome is coming. You'll love it. Ray, if you don't mind me asking, when is the drawing for the X-Force omnibus? I missed yesterday when you said the time. If you said the drawing will be coming up, it depends on how I feel. It'll be maybe next Saturday. I think it'll be next Saturday. That's when we're going to draw. So it will be not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, which would be July. I'm not sure what the date is. 18th, July 18th, I think, is Saturday. And it'll be July 18th. It'll be probably around, the drawing will be around 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'll actually do the drawing. And I'll be throwing everybody in the trash. I'll be throwing everybody in the trash can, fam, except one person. So I'll pull one. I'll go Wes Wiggins, and I'll throw Wes in the trash until there's one person left. And whoever the last person, then I'll say, and this person, I'll say, the winner is Wes Wiggins. How the hell did he get? The winner is Wes Wiggins, and he'll get, you know what I mean? That's until there's one left. So there you go. We're doing it July 18th, buddy. Just love it. Thanks again, Ray, for the Nightwing book. Can't wait to start my first Wing story. Oh, Nightwing's so good, man. You're going to love it. By the way, Chewy Case says Greed got the best of him and he ordered volume 2 of Nightwing from Amazon just for it to arrive in an empty box. Why not, brother? Gracie Patrick loves the new Bronze Age paper. The new Bronze Age paper is great. Yeah. AC says that new paper is awesome. It's so thick. It is. The new paper is very thick, but it's super light. I think I can pick up a Bronze Age omnibus. I'm sure I could pick up a Bronze Age omnibus. No doubt about it. Sure, I can pick it up. By the way, hats off, guys. Hats off to Slid. Slid's a new member. Awesome, brother. Hold on, Slid. Let me get you in the hopper, buddy, so you can. So we do drawing tonight. You're eligible. Let me get you in. That's awesome. Congrats to you. Let's get Slid in. We got Slid. There you go, buddy. You're in. Love it. Ray, have you read the new Cassandra Cain back? Yes, I love it. I get my favorite is volume 1. Volume 1 is called Mother. It's called Mother, and it's Lady Shiva comes to town, and it's her and Cassandra fighting everybody. It is a Tate Bromball story. It is an awesome. I mean, Volume 1 is awesome. Volume 2 is good, but Volume 1 is awesome. And of course, I'm getting Volume 3. What do you think? I'm a farmer? Come on. Of course I'm getting Volume 3. Good Lord. Yeah. It is awesome. I want to let me go try to get that Volume 1 because it's so light. Yeah, it's so light. Back up. I don't even know where they walk. Oh, it's so light. It is so light, man. Yeah, it's like nothing. I can't lift Volume 2. Well, Volume 1 is super light. Love it. And Volume 4 is coming out in new paper. So we'll have Volume 4 of the new paper coming out. I think that's coming out. I think that's coming out in like November. Opil says, "Do we have much with spoiler Stephanie? I wanted to read more about her, but I've only seen her. When we want to know what's good, you want to know what's good. War Games. Batman War Games has Stephanie Brown as Robin. If you're a fan of Stephanie Brown, you are going to want War Games. War Games. Stephanie Brown is awesome in War Games. Trust me. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It truly is. It's Stephanie Brown's story. Xbox says, "What about Percy Green Arrow? Have you mentioned it? As you know, I love Percy's Green Arrow. That's one of those books I can't stop mentioning. I can't wait. I don't know when they're going to make that into an omnibus. I cannot wait. I hope it's coming out soon. I want them to do. I love all the Rebirth omnibuses. I wish they'd do a Titans Rebirth omnibus. Of course, Green Arrow, and they're doing. They're just putting the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. That's coming out. They haven't done an Aquaman. They have not done an Aquaman Rebirth run. They haven't done Justice League Rebirth. That's the Brian Hitch era. They've never done that. They haven't done Green Lanterns by Sam Humphries. That has never come out in omnibus. So there's a bunch of Rebirth omnibuses that they've never gotten to. They got Superman Action Comics. They've got Tomasi Superman and Action Comics out, and they got the Batman and Detective runs, but they haven't gotten There's a bunch of Rebirth stuff they haven't come out with. They've got Nightwing. The Nightwing omnibus is out. The Batgirl omnibus is out. That's Batgirl and Burnside. But there's also Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, which is not out in an omnibus. Which they could do a short omnibus of that as well. But I'd love to see Titans. The Titans Wally West Rebirth omnibus would be great. There's all kinds of Rebirth books that haven't come in omnibus yet that I'd love to see DC make. So let's get on it. Let's get on it. Wes says War Games is not something you recommend to Steph fans. Oh yeah, I would. Yep, absolutely, I would. I would love it. You know what I mean? Ray, I need your help because I'm too indecisive. My birthday is in October, and I want to treat myself to my first omnibus. Yes. Should I get Scott Snyder's Batman or Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider? Oh my God. Alien, have you read Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider before? Because it it is phenomenal. Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider is a phenomenal comic run. It's one of my all-time favorites. I love it. I just love it. I would get Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider myself if I'm a Ghost Rider fan for sure. However, and I would also look for Tynan's Batman, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't. I don't know if Tynan's Snyder's Batman's a great starting point. Is there a Deathstroke? Yeah, Christopher Priest. Christopher Priest Deathstroke is a Rebirth comic. Yep. Yep. My birthday's in October as well, buddy. So me, Patrick, Alien. Look at that. We've all got good October birthdays. Wes's birthday was when I was getting my surgery, I think, or the day after or whatever. NX says, I don't know much about omnibuses, but I want to collect that Iron Man. Where should I begin collecting omnibuses for him? Well, there's Iron Man has a volume one. Iron Man's got a volume one, two, three. He's got a volume one. I think. Well, I think he's up to four. Let me see. Hold on, because one just came out. Iron Man's got one, two, three, and four. Then he's got Iron Man by Mick Alini and Bob Layton, which don't overpay for that because Marvel announced the reprint. Marvel announced a reprint for that Mick Alini and Layton book that's coming out in like March, I think, or February. Then there's Armor Wars, Iron Man Armor Wars. There's Kurt Busiek and Sean Chen's Iron Man. There is Iron Man Mask in the Iron Man and Iron Man by Dan Slott. But for some reason, for some unexplained reason, there is no Matt Fraction. I can't believe there's no Fraction in La Roca omnibus, which is, to me, that's astounding. I mean, they've got to fix that. Get that Matt Fraction Iron Man omnibus ASAP. I mean, come on. Don't make us wait any longer. I mean, come on. Let's see. Is AC's birthday tomorrow? Happy birthday, AC. Oh, Batness says her birthday's November. Way to go. I'm a Scorpio. Um, Tom's birthday's Christmas Eve. Yep, I do know that. Tom gets one present. He gets one present. But it's my birthday. Shut up. You're getting one. Okay. Poor Tom. I think I'm always going to keep Far Center as a username. World of Warcraft was so huge for me in 2006. Got to remember my lowly human warrior that I spent hours chatting and exploring with. I wish I had the patience to play a World of Warcraft. Matt Fraction's Iron Man is a series that I was told to start with, but I've not done it. Dude, Appeal the Wolf, let me tell you something. Matt Fraction's Iron Man, his World's Most Wanted story is so freaking good. Actually, the Five Nightmares, it starts with the Ezekiel Stain, the Five Nightmares, and that's freaking phenomenal. But, man, you cannot go wrong with Matt Fraction's Iron Man. It's so good. It is so good. I just, wow. I think Matt Fraction's Iron Man Omnibus, drawn by Salvador La Roca, I think it's going to be a huge, huge omnibus as soon as Marvel puts it out. And if it was up to me, they'd have put it out last year. So it needs to come out as soon as possible. And I love Iron Man. I'm still reading the Kieran Gillen's Iron Man run, and I have some thoughts. Yeah, Matt Fraction's Iron Man is in Modern Epic. It is, yeah. It is in Modern Epic. But man, when it finally shows up on Omnibus, it's going to be a happy day for me, man. It will be a happy, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When the Iron Man comes to take our pain away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. We need it. Matt Fraction, Salvador La Roca. That's what we need, guys. Come on. Slid says at least he's got January instead of everybody else being late in the year. Yeah, my birthday's in October. But my wife always gives me a fantastic. Since I've been married, my birthday sucked the first 20 some odd years of my life. But when I met my wife, she made a big deal about birthdays, and I've enjoyed my birthday the last, 30 years. And then my daughter's never had a bad birthday because my wife except for my wife doesn't give a shit about her own birthday, but she's taken my birthday and my daughter's birthday very serious. So we've had some great birthday memories in this house. Except for my poor wife. My poor wife, it's up to me to give her a nice birthday, and and I'm horrible at it. What's up, Gazebo? Matt Fraction is one of those few writers who I feel like anything he touches turns to gold. Yeah, Fraction's amazing, man. Fraction is unbelievable. Gabrielle says, I read up to the Mandarin. Oh, yeah, the whole run. The whole run is good. The whole run is very good. So what's making the Batman list? Well, I think for sure the Batman list is, am I wrong? Contagion Legacy. That seems to be what everybody agreed on was Contagion Legacy. Contagion Legacy. Of course. By the way, Logan says that song reminded him. Sister Act 2, which is one of it. Yeah, of course, it was from Sister Act 2. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day. That's where it's from. I didn't make that song up, you know. Do I think they could fit the whole No, I think it'd have to be a volume 1, volume 2. Fractions run's pretty long. Yeah. PW says they're you guys. Have you guys heard about these are the reprints. These are the confirmed reprints Marvel Comics are doing next year. David Michelinie, Bob Layton, Iron Man. Mark Waid, Captain America. And Daredevil by Charles Soule. Oh, come on. How awesome. How awesome is that? Those have been, that has been the reprint market. That's the Marvel reprints coming up next year. Captain America by Mark Waid. Daredevil by Charles Soule. Oh my God. Iron Man by Michelinie and Layton. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Amazing. That's what we have. Those are the reprints. I can't wait. Every time I see Omar in a suit, I'm like, oh, here it comes, Spider-Man big time. I am convinced. I'm convinced we're getting Spider-Man big time this year. I really am. Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone. You look cheerful, Ray. I'm glad. Oh, thank you, brother Brady. Appreciate it, buddy. Fractions run is 4 epics. You'd split with each Omni being the constant. Yeah. I think there'll be a volume 1 and volume 2 of Fraction La Nota. It's really good, guys. If you haven't read it's 11 paperbacks. The Matt Fraction run of Iron Man is 11 paperbacks. But the best story of them is World's Most Wanted. I love that story. It is so good. Oh my God. I just love it. Wes says Deadpool by Joe Kelly. Yeah, they're also doing that. That's right. I forgot about that. You know, I paid money to get that Captain America by Mark Waid. I paid money to get Charles Soule, Daredevil. I wish I wouldn't have now. Appeal the Wolf says his top riders are Rick Remender, Tom Taylor, Matt Fraction, Jeff Lemire, and Gail Simone. Now, that's not a bad list. Not a bad list. Not a bad list, Appeal the Wolf. However, mine is Jeff Johns, Joshua Williamson, James Tynan. I mean, come on. However, I love Taylor and I love Fraction. And I like Simone a lot. A lot. Hopefully use something for Storm, like a long-running series, because the last series she had was short. Now, I heard that the Storm series was selling. That the Storm series they just stopped. I heard it was selling. So I'm sure they'll be doing another one if it was actually selling. I'm sure the plan is to do another series. Mm-hmm. So, and are they doing a reprint of X-Men Inferno? And they're doing X of Swords. The X of Swords, that's a hardcover reprint. Love it. Gabriel says, I love Peter, David. Is there someone named David he's talking to? Or, oh, you love Peter. Oh, Peter David. All right. Patrick is also a big fan of Peter David. Yeah, I love it. It's a shame we lost Peter David. We're to that age now where we're losing some awesome creators, man. It's a shame. We're losing some people. We lost Jerry Conway, who's awesome. We lost Peter David. You know, we're gonna lose a lot. There's a lot more, you know. Unfortunately, you see guys in their 80s, it's like, you know, you get into those 80s and you start thinking, oh, we don't have long. I know that's sad, but Wes says he needs Marvel to reprint War of Kings, Prelude to War of Kings, and War of Kings Aftermath, and Cable and X-Force, and more. I've got Cable and X-Force. I've got Cable and X-Force. I got Deadpool and X-Force. I've got Wolverine and X-Men. Farsender says his family has a history of people dying in there. Oh, that's horrible. No, I'm in my 50s. I hate to hear about somebody dying in their 50s. Because I feel so young, man. I still feel very young. Chewy Queso's top whales are Trial of Captain America, War of Kings Aftermath, and JMS Spider-Man Volume 1. Ray, I hope John Byrne, Man of Steel, gets an omnibus treatment before next year. I think it's coming. Patrick says he needs that Ed Brubaker Daredevil. I don't know if that's coming. But I was definitely expecting them to do Charles Soule Daredevil. Thank God. And thank God they did that. You know what I mean? Thank God. Thank God they're doing the Charles Soule reprint. It's good. I bet it made a lot of people happy when they saw Omar. You get happy when you see Omar in a suit. You get happy when Omar's in a suit. And then to hear him announce, there's going to be a reprint of Charles Soule Daredevil. Holy crap. That's amazing. That is amazing. Daredevils can't miss. Every time I've read a Daredevil omnibus, it's can't miss. I've never missed with a Daredevil one. I've got to read Marvel Knights, the Kevin Smith Joe Quesada one, but I read that in singles. So, you know. But Brian Michael Ben and have you read the Ann Nocenti stuff? Ann Nocenti Volume 1, Volume 2 is coming out. I think Volume 2 is coming out in the next couple of weeks. So that's going to be phenomenal. And then we got we'll have Nascenti Volume 1 and 2. Then I hope we're going to get D.D. Chichester. So then you'll have Frank Miller, Nascenti Volume 1, 2, Chichester. Then you'll get the Kevin Smith, and you'll get Bendis, Brubaker, Wade, Soule, Zdarsky. I mean, it'll be Daredevil is going to be completely collected. You know what I mean? It's going to be completely collected. Daredevil with Marvel and Flash with DC are the two most collected books. I love it. How do you feel about the whole Zdarsky run? Here it is. Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil omnibuses are 1.5 of the best omnibuses ever made. Unfortunately, that last half. Ooh. Unfortunately, the last half is in there. But it's 1.5 of a fantastic 2 omnibuses. That's my thoughts on Zdarsky. But I'll tell you, you want to know what I loved? What I loved by Zdarsky? You guys. I freaking loved. I loved this Captain America story. This Captain America story it was just fantastic. I just loved it. Dr. Doom was a fan of Captain America. Oh my God. And to get this David Colton story, oh my God. I got to tell you, I need more. And Reed Richards showing, oh my God, this Captain America by Chip Zdarsky. This is one of the best things I've ever read. That's how much I like this book. I did it for Trade Paperback Tuesday, and I did that, and I did Star Wars Battle of Jakku. But I got to tell you, Captain America was fantastic. I just loved it. PW, you'd love it. PW, I'm giving you the recommendation. Captain America by Zdarsky is so good. Oh my God. And I think it was Wes Wiggins that told me. I think he was the one that read the singles and told me it was going to be good. Was it Wes that told me that, or maybe it was next Tuesday? I can't remember who it was that told me, but man, they were 100% correct. I'm very, very happy with that Captain America. I just can't wait. Oh, Wes said it was him. Yeah, it is so good. Oh my God. So PW, you have right. PW says he read the first 6. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. By the way, isn't it crazy that it takes a Canadian to write a great Captain America story? You've got to either be a Canadian or Ed Brubaker to write a fantastic Captain America, because man, that Zdarsky run is amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait for when they're going to turn Zdarsky's cap into an omnibus. That's going to be phenomenal. That will be phenomenal. I loved it. All right, let's get Thunder. How many comments? How many comments do we have for the Thunderdome? Keep them going. ChubbyRayComics.com. ChubbyRayComics.com. Please don't think about the misspellings. I know there's a misspelling in there. Let me fix that. Go to ChubbyRayComics.com and comment under the Red Coat post, and you can end up in the Thunderdome. If you are a member, I'm going to draw members now. And members, we're going to draw a member to get entered. I'm going to draw one member will get entered into the Thunderdome for Redcoat. And then I'm going to I'll draw 4 members to get entered. I'll draw 4 members to get entered in the X-Force Omnibus giveaway, okay? All right. NX Captain, you are getting in the red coat. NX Captain, you have gotten in to the red coat Thunderdome. Congratulations, buddy. Your name is going to go back in. All right. Now I'm going to draw for the X-Force. This is for the X-Force Omnibus. Getting into the trash can. The trash can elimination drawing. All right. Let's see who's going to get in. One. 2. 3. 4. Put these 2 back because they fell out. All right, here's who's getting into the X-Force drawing. Gun Fanatic. Frederico Schaffler. Freddie. J-Dub. And Jacob Olinger. You guys are all getting put in to the X-Force Omnibus elimination drawing. All right. All right. Getting in the trash can fam. Tom, are we ready to do a rando drawing? By the way, we got over 50 active viewers. How many likes? Over 50 active viewers, but how many likes, guys? Give me some likes. All right, let's get Tom, I'm going to start. I want you to start counting. Go above 25, under 100, 3, 2, 1. Start now. I'm scrolling up. I will scroll until Tom texts me. And when Tom texts me, I'll stop scrolling and I will randomly pick someone on the screen. And then we'll get the people above and beneath them. And that's how we will end up getting our people for the rando picks. All right. I'm scrolling up. Once I get to the top, once I get all the way to the top, I will start scrolling down. That's how we do it here on the ChubbyRay Comics Live show. Now we're going to start scrolling down. Now we're scrolling down. By the way, this is my second day back from surgery. I'm still a little sore. But you know what I mean? But doing all right. I'm not as bad as I was yesterday. Yesterday I was hurting. Today I'm not hurting as much. And I think that's how every day is going to be. I think every day is going to be a little bit better. I'm scrolling down. Scrolling until Tom. Oh! I just got a text. From Tom. And Tom says, tonight's lucky randos aren't just names. They're full-blown cosmic roll call, a radioactive census of the hashtag trash can fam, where destiny smells faintly of Rice Krispies and mild panic. The curtain rises, the dungeon hums. Deep in the chubby dungeon, past the velvet rope, past the suspiciously warm fog machine, past the do not open unless you're ChubbyRay door. The big man himself is hunched over a glowing bingo wheel of fate, plotting his next round of name-rigging sorcery for the Rice Krispies Cup of Death. Sponsored, of course, by Just Beds, because nothing says violent serial combat like discount mattresses. But tonight, oh no, not on Bat Nessa's watch, not with, hello, Chewy Queso sniffing out corruption like a lactose-powered bloodhound. The cabal is cornered. The rigging is rattled. The wheel of destiny starts spinning like a chubby on Christmas morning. Loud, jolly, and slightly inappropriate. And suddenly, ChubbyRay pulls a name, and it is... Who is our rando? It is Wes Wiggins. Wes Wiggins. Congratulations, Wesley. On top of Wes is Gracie Patrick. And beneath Wes is Gracie Patrick. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. All right. Congratulations, guys. There's our randos tonight. There's our randos. Let's get a put in. Remember the drawing for this book. It was July 18th. Saturday, July 18th. Saturday, July 18th is when we will be doing it. All right, there we go. Is there a monster in the chubby dungeon named Chester? No, there is not a monster in the chubby dungeon. Wes says, I assume he keeps Dan and Christina down there. Oh, Patrick is, by the way, Wes says Patrick is being ungrateful. AC says it's rigged. You know what, AC? I'm going to give AC an entry because tomorrow's his birthday. AC, I'm giving you a free entry. You guys, I'm putting AC in because it's his birthday tomorrow. Look at that. AC, you just went in, brother. You went in. Because I'm such a great guy. Because I'm such a great guy, you got in. Now go ahead. Now try to insult me. Now insult me. I dare you. I dashed you. All right. Wes got, how many is Wes in? How many has Wes got in? Wes, how many do you have in? I count. I'll read these on the July 17th. I'll read all these. I'll read them all July 17th. here. J-Dub. Got J-Dub put it in. Frederico. And Gun Fanatic. And I've got room for one more. I got room for one more. So let's get one more put in. All right? Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Jeff AWOL. Jeff AWOL. All right, Jeff, you're getting put in, brother. All right. There we go. Those are the people that are getting put in. I was really wanting to draw one of the new people. You know what I mean? Because we just put in Appeal the Devil, and we just put in Matt. Those guys just and Slid. They just got put in. I was hoping one of them would get in. That would have been cool if they had gotten in. But alas, Wes is rigging it, so they didn't. Wes wants to make sure he's doing over. How many does See You Next Tuesday have in there, and how many does Wes have in there? I can't wait to find out. It's getting to be pretty thick. It'll be a great drawing. Oh, it's going to be a great drawing. Cannot wait. Oh, I love it. Uncanny X-Force was Big Fetty's first omnibus. It looked cool and had rave reviews. He does not regret that purchase. Well, that's good, buddy. That's awesome. That is awesome. It's awesome when there's no regrets. You know what I mean? That's what it's got to be about. That's what it's about, not having any regrets. I don't regret any of my omnibus purchases. By the way, there's some big weeks coming up. Big weeks coming up, guys. Did I drop two names out? Oh, crap. Okay, I did. Hold on. I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. I did. Oh, my God. I did. I dropped a bunch of names out. Oh, shit. Thanks for telling me. Holy shit. Yeah, there are, we've got some big, we've got some big weeks coming up, guys. Let me go to comic releases. I want to go to comic releases. Comicreleases.com. And we'll see what's coming out. All right. You guys want to see? Let's go to comic releases. All right. Amazing. Is anybody getting Amazing Spider-Man torn? I'm not getting that. All right. Taylor Redondo, Nightwing. I'm definitely getting this. That's coming tomorrow. Or that's coming. Maybe it's coming tonight. I don't know. Punisher and Fury Max. I'm getting that for sure. All right. let's get ahead to next week. Next week we have Absolute Spider-Man by Joe Kelly. I want this. I definitely want this because it's going to be where Peter Parker has been. I loved Volume 3, but it was all about Norman Osborn. It's time to get back to Peter Parker. And we get DC Finest Blind Justice. Oh, yes. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for Blind Justice. It's going to be awesome. Fantastic Four by Dan Slott. Definitely getting this. Am I going to get this? Is the standard cover. Here is the direct market cover. Oh, I might want the direct market. The direct market looks pretty good. I might get the Alex Ross cover. John Constantine by Paul Jenkins. That's by Paul Jenkins and Sean Phillips. That'll be fun. I'm thinking I'm going to get that. Superman Action Comics Volume 2, Dan Jurgens. Oh, I definitely am going to get that. Definitely, right? I've got to get that. Oh, let's definitely get that. Superman Brainiac Reborn. Oh, yeah, I've got to get that. Shit, that looks so good, man. That's going to look great. Let's see. Avengers by Jed McKay Volume 6. Yeah, I like Volume 5. I'll definitely get Volume 6. I'll get that. Captain America Omnibus Volume 5. All right, there's the standard cover. That's pretty good. Let's see the DM covers, Frank Miller. Maybe the standard cover. Doesn't matter. Maybe the standard cover. Nightwing Volume 3, Cirque de Sin. I'm definitely going to get that. That's awesome. Dan Waters, Nightwing. Love it. Flash by Joshua Williamson. Volume 3 is coming out July 21st. Oh, come on. How am I not going to get this? Shit, this is going to be great. I've got Volume 1 and Volume 2. Getting Volume 4 or getting Volume 3. That's a gimme. I've got Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 4 by Jonathan Hickman. Definitely got to get this. Yep. Definitely. I hope he finishes strong. Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. Got to get that. Volume 4. I'll definitely get that. Messiah Trilogy Omnibus. Here's the standard cover. I like this cover a lot, man. That's the standard cover of X-Men Messiah Trilogy. And here is the direct market cover. I think I like the standard cover. I like the standard cover the best. So I think I'm getting standard cover. Radiant Black is coming out on July 22nd. I'll get all those covers are boring, but I'll definitely get that. I love Radiant Black. I'm a big fan. Got Void Rivals. Void Rivals will be coming out. Robert Kirkman, gotta get that. Daredevil by Ann Nocenti, Volume 2. I'll definitely be getting that. There's a standard cover, and there's the direct market cover. Oh, the direct market's good. Oh, I might get the direct market cover. Oh, I might have to get the direct market cover. That's Mark Bagley. That could be really good. I might get that. DC Finest, Green Lantern. Hmm. That's Green Lantern, Green Arrow together. That's a great story. I have the omnibus, but man, that's a great story. Mm. Um, let's see. I've seen anything else good. Wonder Woman by George Perez, Volume 2. Yep. Have to get that. Have to get that. X-Men by Jed McKay. Oh, I've got to get that. Definitely have to get that's Jed McKay and Ryan Stegman. I'll have to definitely get that. Age of Apocalypse, I already have it. But if I didn't already have it, I'd definitely be buying it. On August 4th, Aquaman Justice League Blue. Oh, you guys, this Aquaman by Jeremy Adams is so freaking good. It's so good. Oh my God. How do I not get that? I loved The Dark Tide was the first volume. It's one of my favorite books of 2025. It was so good. I will 100% be getting that. Batman by Tom King Omnibus Volume 2. I'll be getting that. The Batwoman Omnibus is coming out. I've already got it, but I think I might get that again. Also, August 4th, Birds of Prey by Gail Simone, Volume 2. I think I'll get that. I have Volume 1. Haven't finished reading it yet, but I think I'll get Volume 2. Catwoman Volume 3, Court of Fools. I mean, this looks awesome. That looks awesome. I gotta get that. DC Finest, Justice League of America, Crisis on Earth X. Oh, yes. That is a great Bronze Age story. Oh, 100% getting that. Then we got DCKO. DCKO, I'll be getting the standard hardcover. DCKO Hard All Fight. I'll be getting that. That looks awesome. I got to get that. DCKO Battle Royal. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it looks awesome. Oh, that looks good. All right. What's Nova Centurion? I don't know what Nova Centurion is, but it definitely looks good. I might have to get that. Power Girl Omnibus. Oh, yes, 100%. 100% I'll be getting Jimmy Palmiotti's Power Girl. Love it. Love it. Shadow of the Batgirl. This is, no, that's one of those young. I won't be getting that. That's one of those young kids books. I'm not getting that. I don't want digest size books. Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. I'll be getting that for sure. That's volume 2. There's the reprint of Ultimate Spider-Man volume 2. I've got that. Ultimate X-Men volume 4. I'll be getting this. I've got to get this. I'll have all 4 of those. And then I'll need Ultimate Spider-Man by Zeb Wells, Omnibus volume 2. I think I'm going to get the DM cover. This is Ed McGuinness. I love this cover. I think I want to get this cover. Yeah, I don't want. Give me the DM cover. I want the DM cover of Ultimate Spider-Man by Zeb Wells volume 2. Undiscovered Country volume 6 is going to be great. I've got the first 5 volumes. It's such a great story. Batgirl volume 3, War of the Shadows. Oh, love it. That's coming out August 11th. That looks great. That's Tate Brownball. It's going to be awesome. Batman Detective Comics Volume 3, The Courage That Kills. That's Tom Taylor, Detective. You know I'm getting that. Deathstroke Volume 1, The Professionals. That's that Christopher Priest. That's that Christopher Priest run again, right? Fantastic Four Epic Collection, Heroes Reborn. Absolutely. Oh. 100%. JSA Volume 3, Year 1, 100. Jeff Lemire. I'll be getting that for sure. New Avengers Volume 2. I love that. Sam Humphries, right? I loved Volume 1. So I'll be definitely getting Volume 2. That's very good. I 100% like that. Superman Unlimited. This is Dan Slott's Superman. I'll be getting that. That's Raphael Albuquerque art. Not the biggest fan of his, but it's still good. Superman Volume 5 is DCKO. I'll be getting this. Love it. Let's see. Ultimates by Dennis Camp, Volume 4. I'll be getting that. Aliens versus Captain America. I think I'll be getting that. Looks good. I might get that. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Spider-Man No More. I'll be getting that. Awesome. I can now own that. It's a reprint. So I'll get that. Thank God, because that book and Cosmic Adventures, the two I don't have. So I'll be Cosmic Adventures away from having all of the Amazing Spider-Man. It'll be awesome. I'm in August. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, The Merger. I'll be getting that. Oh, yeah. DC Events, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 2. Absolutely. What am I, a farmer? Of course I'm getting that. Green Lantern Corps, Recharge. Oh, it was a reprint of that Jeff Johns story. I won't be getting that. Justice League Unlimited Volume 3. I'll be getting that for sure. I'll be getting the Dark Droids Omnibus from Star Wars. I'll be 100% be getting that. Love it. And we'll be getting Green Lantern Volume 6 with this ring. Oh, Jeremy Adams. It's Jeremy Adams. You know I'm getting it. Tim Drake Compendium Red Robin. Oh, definitely got to be getting this. That's coming out August 25th. Yep. Definitely getting that. Then I got the Flash Volume 5 DCKO. Love it. Titans Volume 5 DCKO. Come on. That's going to be phenomenal. X-Men Blue and Gold Blood Ties. Oh, that's the standard market. Here is the deluxe. I think I got to get standard. And is that everything? I think that's everything through August. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting, guys. I think that's what I'm getting. That Red Robin's going to be awesome, guys. Thunder, how close are we? Is it time for Thunderdome? Thunder. Let's get the Thunderdome going. Let's get Thunderdome going for the red coat. Waiting for Thunder to say, as soon as Thunder sends it over, we'll do it, guys. And then I'll do an elimination wheel to get somebody in the red coat. All right? We'll do the elimination wheel for the Thunderdome. Love it. Any questions? Give me some questions. I don't know how much longer I have, guys. Yeah, go ahead and do it, Thunder. I'm running out of time, so I want to get it done. Let me give away. Let's see here. Let's give away. Let's give away Batman the Neighborhood. Batman the Neighborhood is going to a member. Let's get a member. Let's hope it's one of the new members. Okay. Comics and tortillas. I love comics and I love tortillas. C&T. Good old comics and tortillas winning a book. Way to go, brother. Way to go, brother. All right. There we go. C&T. C&T, your book's ready. All right. Wes says we're going to see that as a C&T giveaway soon. Oh, are you serious? Jacob, they have omnibuses? Son of a bitch. Jacob says he was in Ollie's in Springfield. Oh, my God. I got to tell my wife. I'll be damned. It figures one day my wife's gone every day. I'll be damned. They must have. They must have. They must have just put stuff up today, brother. They must have just put stuff up. NX says, if you can only keep 5 omnibuses for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? All right. I would keep Infinite Crisis. Because I think it's a perfect map omnibus. New Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis. I would keep. Oh man, this is hard. New Avengers, Infinite Crisis. Damn. Super chat, Oni Baba. Thanks, Oni. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Oni. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, buddy. It means the world to me. Thank you. Man. I think I'd keep. Boy, this is really hard. And this will be changing because I have a feeling we're going to get some Legion of Superheroes. I think we're getting Legion of Superheroes in 27. I think DC Comics is going to give us some Legion of Superheroes in 27. I really do. I think I'd have to keep Batman by. I love Batman by Tynion. I'd have to keep Batman by Tynion, but I would keep them as one. I would keep Volume 1 and 2 as one. So Batman by Tynion, Infinite Crisis, New Avengers, Captain America Winter Return of the Winter Soldier, number 1. Captain America by Ed Brubaker, number 1 is phenomenal. I'd have to keep that. Oh shit! What else? Oh my god. Oh, this is too hard. And Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1. Fantastic Four, Batman by Tynion, Spider-Man. No, I can't keep Spider-Man. Dead. New Avengers, Batman, Captain America, Infinite Crisis, and Fantastic Four. No, get rid of Infinite Crisis and give me Spider-Man. Give me Spider-Man. Oh, shit. Spider-Man by JMS. Because that way I have a New Avengers, which leads into Civil War, but the Civil War Spider-Man stuff's really good. That's in that JMS Volume 1. Or Volume 2. Yeah, oh man, that's too hard a question. That is too hard a question. All right, are you guys ready for the Thunderdome? Thunder. Here's the Thunderdome, guys. We're going to do a spin. We'll do a spin. And the first person who comes up in a spin, you will automatically be put on the red coat. You will automatically be put on the red coat. The first person, you'll win a spin, or you'll win a chance to get on, and it's going to be Liam Hutchinson. All right, Liam, you got put on the red coat. You got put on the red coat spin. All right. The last four you will get put on. The last four will be put on. Will get put on, and the final one will be put on twice. But 2, 3, and 4, you will go into the X-Force Omnibus. All right. So the last person, you'll get both Xbox elimination and you'll get on the red coat spin. All right. And then 2, 3, and 4, you will get on red coat spin. All right. I hope that makes sense. Everybody else, you'll win nothing. Everybody else will get nothing. You'll get nothing and like it. Like Big Fetty. Sorry, Big Fetty. Sorry, Big Fetty. Sorry, Papa John. Gary D, the funk's on me. El Gazebo. Sorry, El Gazebo. Meyer. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Meyer. You don't win shit. Saran. Sorry, Saran. So close. Jack Solo. Sorry, Jack. Here we go. Todd Butler. Sorry, Toddy. By the way, does anybody remember who was Han Solo's brother? Who was Han Solo had a brother in the original Star Wars Legends? But he was in the books. They ended up, because Disney bought it, they ended up scrapping all that stuff. Who was Han Solo? Wasn't it a weird name like Thraken Solo or something? Maybe someone else remembers it, but I remember they got rid of him. They got rid of the character. Here we go. Carl. Sorry, Carl. Brent. Oh, Squint. Sorry, brother. Psycho Dan. Sorry, pal. Sorry, Psycho Dan. Jeff Wallace. Sorry, Jeff. Adrian Montañez. Sorry, Adrian. Yo, Adrian. All right, let's see. Los Master. Oh. Endless. Sorry, Endless. Thunder. Sorry, Thunder. Batnessa. Sorry, Batnessa. Xbox by degrees. Sorry, Xbox. B. Mitch. Oh, sorry, Mitch. Let's see who's next. Who's next? Mr. Negative. Oh, Super Dougie. Sorry, pal. There's 10 left. 10 guys are left. Gallandowski. Oh, sorry, Gallandowski. Gallandowski is usually one of the luckiest guys. He has not been lucky lately. Let's see. Jacob. Oh. Oh. Christina. Oh. She was so close. She was so close. Oh, Christina. That sucks for you, man. All right. Is it Wes Huygens? It is. Sorry, brother. Sorry, Wes. The Sweet Six. We got 6 left, guys. Sweet Six. Let's see who's next to be eliminated. Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. The Flatin' Five. I mean, the Ferocious Five. The Ferocious Five. This will be the last person who wins nothing. This will be the last person who wins nothing. Good luck to everybody. Last person who wins nothing is on this spin. It's going to be next Tuesday. Oh, sorry, next Tuesday. Sorry, buddy. So that means Raul, Wasabi, Lou Descalzo, and Marvel Trucker Chris are all going to get on one of the are going to get either, or they're all going to get on the Thunderdome for Redcoat. They're all going to get on the Thunderdome for Redcoat, and the winner will also get in the X-Force. Will also get in the X-Force elimination. All right? Here we go. Wasabi. Wasabi, you get on the Thunderdome. You get on the Thunderdome for Redcoat. All right? Lou Descalso, you also. Lou, you also get on the Thunderdome for Redcoat. Now, is it going to be Marvel Trucker Chris or will it be Raul? One of them is getting on both the Thunderdome for Redcoat and the Elimination Rice Krispies Cup for X-Force. One of them is getting both. And they'll get two names put into the Redcoat Thunderdome. That's going to be one of them. Let's see who it's going to be. Marvel Trucker Chris, you are getting put on the Redcoat Thunderdome. Raul, you're going on twice. You are getting in twice to the Thunderdome. And you are going to be put in to the X-Force Elimination Cup. Congratulations to Raul. You did it, brother. That's a good win. That's a good win for you, buddy. That's a good win. All right. Congratulations. That is a big, big victory. All right. I love it. All right, guys. Raul, congratulations. Wes says we did a Thunderdome for the Thunderdome. Yes, we did. We did a Thunderdome to find out who is going to get on the Thunderdome. I've got 19 people. I've got 19 people on the Thunderdome. This means we're planning on doing the Redcoat Thunderdome this Saturday. This Saturday is the Redcoat Thunderdome. All right? That's this Saturday. Next Saturday will be the X-Force Omnibus giveaway. All right? Carl wants to know who's the 19. That's a good question. Here's what we have so far. Thunder. Next Tuesday, Mr. Negative, Wes Wiggins, Monty Data, LP. Next Tuesday, Chip Crisper, AC, Jock Solo, Chris, NX Captain, Liam Hutchinson, Wasabi, Lou Descalzo, Chris, Raul, and Raul. Those are the 19 so far. Those are the 19. This Saturday will be the drawing. No, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. At 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. is my doctor's appointment. Let's hope everything goes well. Let's hope it goes well. And I'll be able to be back here live at 5 p.m. Central. Let's keep our fingers crossed, all right? That's the plan. I'm hoping we have no I'm hoping for no bad news. I just want good news. Good news only. Good news only. That's the plan. All right. That is the plan. Keep your fingers crossed for me. All right. Next Tuesday says tomorrow's when he's going to bring up the billing for the. I don't think they didn't charge me. They didn't charge me for. They said they told me I was going to lose my belly button. Okay. They said I was going to lose my belly button, and it's pretty swollen. I don't know if you guys could see, but pretty. But look. There's my belly button. There's my belly button. I kept it. I kept my belly button. Not bad. Not bad. And Dan or Don, one of the guys on my show, on my morning show, they were saying that they think my wife paid off the doctor to have me keep it. I don't know. I think that something happened and I got to keep it. But he told me he told me I was going to have to pay $800 to keep my belly button. But I did not have to pay $800 and I kept my belly button. So that's just the way it went. Next Tuesday goes, you can't script quality entertainment like this. Look, it's my belly button. Well, I mean, the deal is that I was not supposed to have one. I was supposed to lose my belly button. And to find out I have one is pretty cool. You know what I mean? You know? And I didn't have to pay for it. That was actually pretty cool. That was actually really good news for me. You know what I mean? Was actually very good news to not have to pay for the belly button. So I liked it. I can't wait till I can wear jeans again, because you guys know I like to wear jeans when I do my show, and I haven't been able to wear jeans since I had surgery. So I'm hoping that they make it so I can wear jeans again really soon. I have not turned my YouTube into my OnlyFans. The surgeon's name was not Harvey Dent. No. Yeah. They give you the choice to see if you're a sucker to pay for it. No. I said, no, I don't need a belly button. And I ended up keeping it, which is crazy. Matt says, Ray, it's so glad you're looking so good. You and the community here are awesome. Thank you in chat for welcoming someone new. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Thank you, Matt. Long live the Legion, buddy. Matt, you're great. I love having you in this community. You are great. Make sure to join our Discord. Our Discord's really cool. We have a lot of fun in our Discord. Did anybody put up any new hauls or anything? Is there any new hauls up on Discord? Anything I should be looking at? Oh, I just saw what Carl put up. Son of a bitch. No, you did. Did you get Carl? Did you get that? Holy crap. Let me show you this. This is what Carl put up on Discord. Oh, this just pisses me off. He said he got this for $100 on eBay. Neil Adams Batman. Holy crap. That's the one Batman book I don't have. That's the Batman book that I don't have. I'll be damned. Thunder put up his haul. He got Batman Brand New Day. And he got Absolute Flash hardcover. Nice. But I think we saw Zeus's haul. Did we see Zeus's haul yesterday? Oh, maybe we didn't. All right, here's Zeus's haul from yesterday, guys. He's got Black Mirror Deluxe, Kang, Batman the Red Hood Deluxe. Love that. He's got King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn, Captain America, Our Secret War, which is awesome. He's got DG Chichester, Daredevil, Into the Fire. That's a nice haul there, brother. I like that. All right, here's Slidmeister. Slidmeister's got the whole iron. We love it. All right. He's got X-Men Origins Gambit, Iron Man Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Dude, that's awesome. Nice pickups. I love it. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of Iron Man. Los posted, here's Los's latest post. Nightfall, Knight's Quest, and Knight's End. You got all 3 Nightfall books. Spider-Man 2099, Secret Wars Battle World Volume, is that Volume 1? And Spider-Man Dark Web. Awesome. And Absolute Flash. That's volume 2 of Absolute Flash. Looking good, Los. Looking good, brother. Carl also got another pickup on eBay. He got Zero Crisis. Way to go, brother. Zero Crisis. Looks like it's still in plastic. I love it. Way to go, brother. And he did get, J. Riff got Contagion. He got Contagion and Legacy paperbacks. Plus he got Death in the Family and Batman Year 2 paperbacks. Way to go. Love it. I love Batman Year 2. I might be the only one, but I think Batman Year 2 is greatness. I really do. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's great. Is that all we have on Discord? Let me see. Love it. I like how you guys can communicate with Adam. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is pretty cool that you guys can talk to Adam on our Discord. I love it. It makes me very happy. James just posted Amazon has Warlord. Amazon has Warlord Volume 1 for $53. Holy crap. Damn. He also posted what the Power Girl Omnibus looks like. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that Power Girl Omnibus is going to be awesome. How many books do we need? How many books do we need for an omnibus? Like how long before Absolute Batman's going to get an omnibus? You know what I mean? When is that going to happen? Yeah, James says that Omar said back in May, DC officially retired Batman by Neil Adams omnibus. Yeah, I know that they're going to put everything out in the Bronze Age omnibuses, but man, I have wanted that Neil Adams omnibus forever. I'm very jealous of Carl because he got it. Jacob says he got Black Widow Strikes omnibus on eBay for $38. Dude, that sounds like it. I think I paid full price for that. Yeah. I got Black Widow Strikes, but I think I got that from an LCS. Damn. Love it. Carl says, I got a whale list of books out of print. I look for 10 times a day. If something goes up decently priced, I nab it. Way to go. Wow, Gary D, you got Batgirl of Burnside Omnibus for 31 bucks? Dude, that's awesome. Downtown Adam says, I didn't have much of a haul, but I was able to get Kevin Smith to sign my Archer's Quest Omnibus. He said I was the first in a while that didn't have him sign something from one of his movies. Dude, that's great. That's great. I would definitely have him. I would definitely have him sign a comic. I interviewed Kevin Smith, and when we were off air, like he was talking about his movie when we were on air, but as soon as we went off air, I started talking about Green Arrow, and I was talking about Daredevil, and I was talking all comics with him. It was all comics. Love it. Love it. I will always talk comics, but I need to get a comic. I need to get a comic writer to come on the show and let me interview them on a round table, right? I think I'm going to have to reach out. I think I got to reach out to somebody. But I need to figure out who to reach out to. Does anybody have any connections? Who's got connections with any writers? We got to reach out to somebody. NX says, can anybody join the Discord? Yes, anyone can join the Discord. Anybody can join the Discord, man. It's open for everybody. Get on in there. Get in there. Everybody should be on the Discord. It's a lot of fun. I love it. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Tom, drop that Discord link. I gotta get a good writer on the show. I've got to get James Tynan or Jeff Johns or Joshua Williamson. I got to get somebody good on. Matt Fraction. I mean, listen, I'll start. Well, let me start. I'll start anywhere. Benjamin Percy. Oh my God. I would love to get Benjamin Percy on. Be great. Donnie Cates is so good. Chip Zdarsky. Oh my God. Chip Zdarsky's so good. Yeah. I got to reach out to somebody. I've got to get an author on to join me. It would really be great. It would really be great to get somebody on. Carl says he wants to email Snyder, Williamson, Wade, see if he can get anybody to respond. Oh my God, it'd be great. I would love. See, when I was in radio, I had producers, and the producers, they would do all that. They'd line everybody up for me. You know what I mean? So that's what, that would be great when my producers would do it. I loved having a producer because they would always take care of me. By the way, guys, here's my new red coat, my red coat mug. Love it. By the way, Aaron says I do have Christina. I should ask Christina. It'd be great to get somebody. It'd be good to great. I'd love to get a rider. I love Benjamin Percy though. Before his Ghost Rider, I loved his Ghost Rider run so much. It was so good. It was so good. What's up, Davey boy? How you doing, brother? Yeah. So I'm hoping to get back. I'm hoping to get back to normal. Let's hope that the doctor releases me to whatever normal activity. I'm not supposed to be doing a show without doctor release, but I decided what the hell, let's go back yesterday. So my hope is that the doctor doesn't stop me from doing what I'm already doing. That's the first big hope. That's the first big hurdle I got to get past. You know what I mean? That's my first hurdle. So let's get past that. And then we'll go from there. I'd like to get Mark Waid on promoting his Legion Omnibus. Oh, my God. Or Benjamin Percy on promoting his Ghost Rider Omnibus, which I love. I loved Percy's Ghost Rider run. It was one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite comic book runs that I've ever read. I loved it. I thought his Ghost Rider run was phenomenal. I also loved his Wolverine and X-Force runs. By the way, my drains are doing pretty good today, guys. My drains are doing good. My drains are not filling up as much as they were yesterday. So I think that's a good sign. I think it's a good sign when there's less drains needed. I'm hoping so anyway. My right side's draining pretty good, but you know. Oh well. See if there's any more questions before I wrap it up. Matt says, Ray, I think you would have had a great interview with Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I think I've been interviewing people for a long time. With comic writers, though, listen, the people I've been interviewing, I've interviewed a lot of people. Being in radio for as many years as I have, I've interviewed a lot of people. But I've always interviewed rock stars, movie stars, porn stars. I've interviewed people like that. And they're famous and they're okay, but I'm not sycophantic with any of them. You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to a comic writer, see, a comic writer to me is, that's superstardom to me. So like, I wasn't nervous when I interviewed David Lee Roth or Gene Simmons or Paul Stanley or Timothy Oliphant. I liked Timothy Oliphant a lot. He was one of my favorite interviews. He was fantastic. When I interviewed, there's a Chris Farley. I loved Chris Farley was awesome. I hated when I interviewed Donald Trump. He was horrible. He was a horrible person. I hated him. He was. This is back in 1995, though. He was just a dick. I just didn't personally like him. I played basketball with Barack Obama, so I knew him from basketball. And he was always, and this is before he was president, but he was never, he was always the guy I played basketball with. So he was never, I would have been nervous to interview him when he was president. I would probably be nervous to interview Trump now that he's president, but I interviewed him before they were president. But I interviewed I've interviewed Chris Rock was another fun interview. I've interviewed a lot of famous people, but never somebody that I was nervous to interview. I think if someone said, "Hey, I get to interview Joshua Williamson today," I can't lie, I think I would be nervous. I would be nervous. If I was going to interview somebody like, that I really admire. Super chat, Carl. If you were told you could only buy one book under 25, oh my God. Wow. Only one book under $25. Damn. Only one book. Boy, I don't know. Maybe maybe if I could only get one, maybe a Civil War. If I can get a good deal on Civil War Deluxe Edition, I might get that. First I'd look for deals. First, I'd see if I can get an Omnibus for under $25. Or a DC Finest. Zap Goes the Legions, DC Finest. For under $25. I think I'd try to find a deal. I would try to find a deal, Carl. But then if I couldn't get a deal and it was just flat out under $25, maybe Civil War. Event book, Civil War, Infinite Crisis, Secret Invasion, Dark Crisis, something like that. By the way, Carl and AC, Phenomenal AC and Carl both celebrate birthdays tomorrow. And trust me, I never dunked on Barack Obama. No. Barack Obama, a much better defensive player than I could ever hope to be. Obama was he defends me up really good. No, I couldn't drive on him. He's taller than I am. And he had longer arms than I could. No, he was a better basketball player than me. He wasn't a great offensive player, but he's smart. But Barack Obama was a smart player. He knew who to pass to and when. He was a smart player. Far Center wants to know, was Trump always unhit? Yeah, well, I interviewed Trump in 95. And he was promoting. See, the thing with Donald Trump, he's always selling bullshit. You know what I mean? He's always selling a Trump something or other. And he was on trying to sell some kind of, I was working in New York, and he was trying to sell some Trump something or other for New York. And he's selling Trump steaks, and he had Trump wine, and he had Trump, he had Trump this and Trump that. And this is back when he had the casinos in Atlantic City. He was always selling bullshit. And so he would come on your show acting like he was going to give an actual interview. And then you tried to ask him questions, and he would immediately deflect and get to what he was. And he would go to what he was trying to sell. And then he wouldn't give you anything. He wouldn't give you anything. So he was a terrible interviewer because he wouldn't open up. He just wouldn't know. He was a terrible interview because he just kept going back to trying to sell this bullshit. Of which, listen, I'll give you a couple minutes to sell your bullshit. Then you gotta, what are you gonna give to me, the person that's interviewing you? You gotta give me something for my radio audience. So yeah, I didn't like him. I thought, and then he was a real dick off the air. When we were off air, he was just really short. He didn't give a shit. He didn't, like, even David Lee Roth off air is like, so how did you get into radio, man? Sting. I interviewed both the wrestler and the singer Sting. They're both very famous when I interviewed them. Those guys, they don't have to give a shit about me, but both of them, I remember both of them said, so what got you into radio? What got you into it? And I was like, oh, when I was a kid, I was going to be a lawyer, but I started doing stand-up. And I liked entertaining more than school. So I decided to get into radio. Oh, that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? They would always at least feign interest. None of that with Trump. Trump didn't give a shit. He didn't care. And I just thought, what an ass. So I just really didn't. I just, I didn't care. And when I first interviewed Obama, he was a fan of my radio show. So he started asking questions about the show, which, for me, now we're talking. You're asking questions about the show. I mean, come on. My wife just sent me a picture from Ollie's. They got some new Supergirl book there. Oh, she just found the second shelf. Oh my God. My wife said that they added a second shelf to the Ollie's. And you guys, Jacob went there earlier and he said he found an omnibus. If they have the omnibus, I'll have my wife get one. Thunder says Trump does have a cutting sense of humor. That's what I thought. Or Gary D says Trump has. Gary, when I interviewed him, I thought he would have a sense of humor. He didn't. That's what pissed me off. If he would have been entertaining, because at the time he was doing Howard Stern and stuff, he would give Stern a little bit more, but he gave me nothing. You know what I mean? And I don't give a shit about his politics. He didn't. Nothing about my interview with him had to do with politics. This is before he was even a politician. I just didn't like him because all he cared about was selling his bullshit. And if I would have gotten the sense of humor, or something, I would have enjoyed the interview. But no, he didn't. He didn't give any of that up. He didn't. I would have liked to have gotten funny Trump. No, he was so disinterested. It was like he was acting like I was a waste of time, and I just cut it short. I'm like, all right, whatever. In fact, he was in the middle of answering a question. I go, whatever. I just hung up on him. I said, whatever, move on. Let's go to somebody else, because he just really turned me off. I didn't like him. So, but he might be a good guy. He was younger then, so he might be a good guy now. All right, my wife has shown me what she's seeing at Ollie's. And I'm not seeing any Wonder Woman. Oh, we got some Harley Quinn. Punchline. You guys want to win some Harley Quinn? Does anybody want Chip Zdarsky Batman? She's got a hardcover Chip Zdarsky Batman failsafe story if you guys want that. She's got Batman the Wedding by Tom King. But Jacob saw that Wonder Woman. Damn. We go there every day. Every day. Ah. Oh, well. Aaron says, let's get the, I should knock off and rest up. Yeah, you're right. I probably should. Probably should, guys. All right. So, let's try to get a writer to come on Roundtable and be a guest. I'd love that. Let's get our giveaways continuing. Let's hope for a good doctor's appointment tomorrow. A good doctor's appointment, and then I can get back to normal as soon as possible. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Chubby Ray Comics Live. We'll be back tomorrow night. If for some reason my doctor does not let me, I will put it on Discord. I'll put it on Discord first. But fingers crossed, I'll be allowed to continue doing this tomorrow. You guys, I hope you have a great rest of the night. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always fun. I love this audience. You guys are great. Happy birthday to Phenomenal AC. And happy birthday to Carl. You guys both have great birthdays tomorrow. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate you guys hitting like. You're awesome. And I appreciate you coming in and watching the show. Long live the legions. Top 10 comic villains is your video for tomorrow. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Take care, you guys. Bye.